This video is going to be called electronic harassment. So I want to show you something really obvious here. So you see that instead of turning green, lately now they've been locking me out of my door, or they've been allowing me to get in, but it's turning green and red, or yellow and red, and it's blinking. And it's just bizarre, like, because I don't put anything in my card, and I've been harassed. So, like, the whole reason now it turns red and it opened the door. So I'm going to go ask the front desk why this is happening, and why is it happening. And they always like act like there's nothing really crazy about it, like they got to reset my card. But the fact that the electronic harassment that I deal with follows me to every hotel. Every hotel that I go to, I get electronic harassment. And this is why I'm filing a lawsuit, because this happens at every single hotel that I go to. And I ask other people, are you having the same issue? And they're saying, no, I've never, like, what you're dealing with is crazy. I've never dealt with anything like that. Lately, they've cut my some of my stuff down a little bit, and I've been calling Yelp and been like, so is my account's completely optimized and ready for sales? And they're like, yeah. Sometimes I get inquiries and requests to go do a job, but lately, while I've been out there, I've been seeing nothing but this is going to be called medical staff surveillance and electronic harassment. I've had medical staff doing surveillance on me, and I'll pull in somewhere, there'll be medical staff. I'll go to a store, there'll be medical staff. I'll go to a gas station, there'll be medical staff. So it's like they're sensitizing me to people in scrubs with medical staff. Hey, got a little bit of an electronic anomaly here. Lately, the room has been. I've never seen this before. Well, I've been kind of like electronically harassed at other places, but like I'll go and open the room. Bizarre, and it'll either turn. It's like dancing. The colors are like going red, yellow, not green, and then it'll let me in. By the way, I have an extra card, and then it'll let me in, and then it was let me in, but it'll turn red, which is usually a sign of rejection, not granted access. So I'm confused.
Let me see. Probably a battery. I'm gonna try with mine so I can check. Just hold on right here for me, okay? So you don't have to walk back, okay? I'll come right back.
It's really, really strange. Guys, in the best you see how I handle that. I'm not sticking cameras in people's faces. I'm handling it with class. Handling it with absolute class, top prestige. Right, the industry that I'm in is a huge industry. I'll be damned if these people think they're going to get away with, like I said, now, there's a cop over there. You see that? See that? Fisher's Police. So that's what I'm talking about. Whenever I make video, they hate when we make videos, guys. I'll even wave at him like, hey, like wave at the cop and all that. He just went that way. You see him? Went around the corner, hiding like a fucking coward. They're all cowards. All the police officers that are involved with gangs, they've all sold their soul to the Matrix. So they're doing, police surveillance on me. Like I just showed you proof. You can believe me all you want or not, but I just showed you more proof of, the anomaly of electronic, disturbances. And I deal with this at every hotel that I go to. Every hotel I go to, I get either rejected or blocked. So
Yes, you're right. So it's about to be a dead, so battery needs to be changed. So I'm gonna send the maintenance guy to change the battery so it starts turning green, okay?
Okay.
Right now it's still letting you in, but it's red. That's telling you that hey, your battery needs to be changed. But I'm gonna change it before it turns completely dead, okay?
Okay.
Jose, hey, can you change the battery in 137? Okay. It's red, so it's like it opens the door, but it turns red. It's about to die, so you have a battery with you? Okay, all right, yes. Great.
But yeah. So just thought I'd show you. I guess there's a logical explanation for it, and sometimes there is. The battery went bad. But another thing I want to clearly point out is I've been calling certain, like over there in the other room, I can hear them doing, crystal ball readings and tarot card. You hear that? So somebody's doing tarot card readings in that room. So you see it's still happening. Also, I checked out of this same hotel. I'm not going to tell you obviously where I'm at, but the whole reason why I'm living at a hotel to begin with is because of workplace harassment. Workplace harassment. I mean, being blacklisted. I work part-time. I'll be working part-time with just maybe one or two guys while I build my business. Now my business was doing good. I've made about, $4,000 so far in the past month and a half, which is not great, but it just started, right? I just started building it. I was making like $1,000 a week or so. On a bad week, I'd make at least 500 up to, 750 to 1,000. And I was only growing from there. The past 2 weeks, Yelp has said my account has been almost fully optimized. The only thing I have to add is my website. And then when I went to go add my website, when I went to go make my website domain name for my website, another with Squarespace, right? Just to go make a quick website, a quick templated, website. It's not like I use Google Business Profile now, and you can't make a website directly on there. I did before, and then something happened to it, and then so I bought a domain from Squarespace 2 weeks ago. And the name of the domain was correct when I bought it, and then when I bought it and I look back, it was misspelled. Like by one letter off, to make it look like, to basically play into the conspiracy of gang stalking, to keep me out of business, to mess with me. They're sensitizing me to medical staff at every location. I've got several pictures, but not many videos of the medical staff. People in scrubs. I've shown you guys video evidence of the big pharmaceutical industry. They've covertly drugged me. They'll lace your food. If you stop taking their medications, they'll covertly drug you and put stuff in your food when you leave your hotel room. This is why I have a camera, 24/7 camera running right there in case, people are coming in that shouldn't be in here and they're putting stuff in my food or my drinks. They will, if you're a targeted individual, they will 100% put pharmaceutical drugs in your food, in your water. Even if you're eating organic food, organic water, like clean water that I get is like ultraviolet, like 7 to 8 times filtered water. Before that, I was drinking well water, but now I just use that for work. I don't drink it, even though everyone's told me it's safe and clean. I don't trust well water to drink. Maybe to shower out of, but not drink. And the fluoride conspiracy is absolutely true. But just because some of the stuff we're talking about is conspiracy doesn't mean it's not true. It means there's a plan to basically, do this stuff. And I've got to go get new contacts right now. But I've got to go get new contacts right now. But I'm going to make this a short video. It's going to be called Electronic Harassment. coupled with medical staff surveillance I'm being surveilled from one location, from grocery stores, going into Meijer stores, Circle K's, going to gas pumps, and the first person I see is a medical staff person in scrubs, different scrubs, blue, maroon, black, people wearing black colored scrubs. It doesn't really matter. It seems like green scrubs. There's a nurse that parked right by my car that was off camera at this hotel. I just bought a new car, and I have 2 cars now. I have one for sale, and I have another car that I'm about ready to sell, actually. But so then when I go outside, the first day I got my other car, because the brake line went out on the other car, which is consistent with vehicle harassment and tampering. And my mechanic said, look, man, you've already put a lot of money into this car. It's kind of just becoming a money pit. He's like, I could do it, but it's going to be costly, like $1,100, and you got to get an oil change, and then I got to get the hub bearing fixed, and that wouldn't all be that big of a deal. I wouldn't have to do that all at once. I do the brake lines all 4 at once because they wear out. You want them to all wear out at the same rate, same pace, so that your brake lines, one doesn't go out and then the other one goes out. And they'll blend it in. If you're a targeted individual and you have an old car, they'll blend it in with, oh, that's just a natural repair that needs to be done from old age and rust. So then you're just taking the mechanic's word for it, and the mechanic may not know, because some of these people are paid professionals, and some of them are rookies, some of them are novice, some of them are kind of just intermediate perps. And if you level up, they will sometimes get higher level perps involved to dismantle, rearrange, and destroy your life to prove that they can do it. This is what they're doing, these tactics, guys, this is pre-New World Order control. This is a control panel for the undesirables of society. Hence, the people they're deeming as undesirables are people of Christian faith, people who love God, and people who generally have gone into business of some sort of entrepreneurship for themselves, like I have multiple times. I had my notary business not really shut down. The police and IMPD smashed my notary stamp while I was incarcerated, stole my Nike flip-flops, gave me some sort of like boots to wear instead of my own. I said, where are my shoes? They're like, oh, we got lost in property. I'm like, well, my clothing didn't get lost. So somebody in the police department stole my Nike flip-flops and IMPD. They smashed my notary stamp, and I'm a notary of the public. Took the paper out that had the commission number on it, ripped it to shreds, and tore it out. So if you really think the police are the good guys, think again. I'm here to expose what they really are. Most of your police officers are warlocks. They're involved with, the Fraternal Order of Police, does rituals. I'm convinced of it. Most of them are Freemasons, and literally professional liars, accomplished bullshitters and liars and salesmen on conspiratorial lies. They'll tell you, at this point, they don't tell me that I'm crazy if I have a run-in with the cops and I have to tell them a little bit of what's going on. They'll just say something like, "Oh, it looks like that's just we don't know. We don't know who to call. We don't know who to contact." But they do, and they know. Usually, a lot of them. I had one cop tell me he'd never seen anything like this in 25 years of his life, and that I just need to, just kind of just ignore it. He asked me too, also just ignore it. But he said, I played dumb, and I said, so do I need to take this to the Attorney State Journal? He said, well, yeah. He said, there's nothing I can do. I can file an incident report number and for workplace blacklisting and workplace, negligence. And coincidentally, right after that, a guy that I found is offering me, part-time work as an independent. No one will hire me as a W-2 employee. So I'm an independent contractor and small business owner, and now Yelp has halted all my leads. And out of the leads I was getting, bombarded daily with leads. Now I'm not getting any. And before that, and I had a guy tell me most of the time it's just bots that are, because you get charged in a cost per click. So every time somebody clicks, views your your listing on Yelp, they do that, and it's playing conveniently for them into the conspiracy of organized gang stalking, organized crime, and they're not doing anything to get me any leads. Yet they tell me that my account is fully optimized, and then they tell me to just be patient, even though I've got all these bots or perps or fake or real people clicking on my site, costing me money. But they're not getting me any leads. Before they were getting me leads, but not, and I was getting leads daily. And out of like those daily leads, I'd get maybe 4 or 5 a day. Out of those, I'd get maybe a 20% to 25% conversion rate. So maybe out of 1 out of 4, I'd get 1 sale. And that sale would be like $400 or $500. And then like the next day, I'd get another one, and we'd get scheduled out for like another $200 or $300, another $150. And then a day or two later, I'd get another one for like $400 or $500. So they saw apparently that I was making too much money, what I think. And I've had people click on my Google business profile. I had one guy that was kind of sketchy. I've had people try to scam me recently. And I've got a few businesses that they're allowing me to do repeat business on their storefronts. But I need like realtors, and I need like real repeat business, and like never ending like residentials. Like the type of business I'm in is like residential. I'm not going to say what I do, but residentials are like really where the money's at. Commercial properties, residentials, or both in tandem together, and then business storefronts. And I've got a few of those that are repeat business, but I've pushed almost $4,000 in the past almost less than 2 months. So that's not bad, but it's not good. I mean, it could be a lot better. And it's just stressing me out, man, because I need to make more. I need to make money every week. And this whole week, I've only made like a little bit of money, a fraction of what I used to make. Because I was relying on them for leads, because at first they were sending me a lot of leads and everything was good. And then I think I got into a slight argument with one of them, because I noticed, the leads started to dip and the things started to come off, and I just said, what's up with that? And, it's just the supply and demand and the time of the year, and your account's fully optimized and all this bogus crap. And I'm looking at him like, but you damn well know, the warmer it gets for service providers, the more demand there is going to be for that supply. It's not only going to meet an equilibrium of supply and demand, it's actually going to be perfect. There's probably going to be more demand than there are people supplying the service. So, and there's not a lot of providers around here for what I do. There's a handful. So they're not always going to go to those guys. Those guys won't always answer the phone, and sometimes they just want to try someone new. And that's at first it started good. The first month and a half, it was good. And then it got even way better, and then it started to get really good, and then it just fell off. And now the past 2 weeks, week and a half, I haven't seen any leads. And out of those leads, you don't always get people that move forward. So not only have I haven't had any leads for people to not say yes or no to, I haven't had any conversion at all on that avenue, that source of advertisement the past few weeks at a 20% conversion to 25 maximum conversion rate, which is pretty high. I was expecting maybe like 1 to 5%, but they're already in they have strong purchase intent for this service provision. So, then I see, and I've been making more frequent videos. I'm sure you guys are seeing, I'm building some subscribers. And like I said, I'm not trying to get real popular with this channel. I'm trying to get it out to the right amount, the sweet spot of the right amount of the right types of people. And there is no doubt in my mind that this program is demonic. This is spiritual oppression. These people are oppressing us. They're harassing us. They are acting like they're really jealous too of the people they're targeting. That's how you know that the money game is rigged and it's a cult, because once you start making, what they say is too much money, which is less than $100,000 a year, or any money at all, it turns into a trafficking situation. So gang stalking is 100% human trafficking. And it's the double standard. Their perps are allowed to break the law. I'm doing the right thing. But if I do the right thing, I get watched, surveillance, and stalked, and get my house and my car broken into, my food drugged and tampered and my drinks tampered with behind my back, even though I'm not prescribed any pharmaceutical drugs at all at this point in time. That, guys, I'm going to go and get out here. Be safe, and God bless you.